This is the 2016 LEGO Star Wars Carbon Freezing Chamber, set 75137. Now this set retailed for $25 and retired in 2017. However, recently I picked up this sealed version for double that price at $50. But why would I do that? I hope I didn't destroy the box. Well, I think it's one of the best valued retired LEGO Star Wars sets that you can currently get. And so that's why I wanted to start this new series called Retro Reviews, where every now and then I'll find a bargain within the world of retired LEGO, and along with all the new releases that LEGO drop and I do indeed put on the channel, we can also make some space for some classics, which you just might want to go and get for yourselves. So set 75137 features 3 minifigures and 231 pieces, and it's actually one of the most playable sets that I currently own, but I'll get to that a little bit later. The minifigures you get feature a unique Han Solo. He's in his fairly ragged shirt just before he's about to be dipped into the carbonite, and Leia drops the bombshell line of "I love you." Now this doesn't really count as a minifigure, but you also get his carbonite version, which is indeed a very nice inclusion. You get this small Ognaut, which I have to say features a very nice head mold. Now other than the much newer UCS Razor Crest, which does include Quill, the only other Ognaut featured in a LEGO set is from the 2018 Betrayal of Cloud City. Now that one is worth a lot more, and to be honest, I much prefer the one included within this set. I think the printing is slightly different, and I just much prefer the more miserable look on this one's face.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's a really nice thing to say, Harry. Exactly how to make someone's day. But the standout minifigure included, and very much the draw to this set, is indeed Boba Fett. Now this figure has indeed featured in another set. It was the 20th anniversary version of Slave One, so it isn't quite unique to this set, and it's probably the reason that this set isn't commanding a crazy amount of value, and probably it's the reason why the minifigure is still fairly cheap, especially in comparison to other Boba Fett minifigures. Boba on his own is going for around $20 on the aftermarket, so he does carry around half the value of the entire set. But I do think it's one of the best and most affordable versions of Boba Fett that you can get, especially retired versions at a cheap price. The design of the figure and printing LEGO have opted for very much remind me of the 2023 minifig included within the mech. Now although this figure doesn't have any arm printing, there is a substantial amount of detail within the torso and indeed the legs. And what's really nice is the fabric piece included, something indeed becoming much rarer with modern LEGO as a whole. So there's 3 minifigures included. Well, 4 if you count carbonated Han Solo, but the value of all of this combined is around $35. So what do you get with the build, which is worth $15? Well, I'll tell you what, and to be honest, it's quite a lot. Unlike the LEGO Shakespeare, you'll notice straight away there's a lot of translucent tiles, which do a very good job of portraying the vibrant orange glow from within the movie. Now on the right here, you'll find my hardworking Ognaut standing on one of the playable features included. You could even grab your own Vader if you have one, and use him as a surprise arrival if you wanted. Now if we move our hardworking Ognaut into position, I can show you the main feature of this entire set. Using this little lever at the bottom, you can indeed place our non-frozen Han in the back of the frozen version, and with the magic of the lever, transform Han Solo into his carbonite version. Now what do you think of this? I think it's awesome. I think it's a really clever and nifty design. You can see the mechanics of the LEGO working, which is always nice to see, and I love how playable this inclusion is within the whole set. Now other than of course the minifigures, the open look of this whole set works really well with the amount of playable features it does include. So as a whole, for once I think the standout of this set isn't the minifigures or indeed the build. I'd probably say it's actually both. The Boba Fett is indeed the standout, a very high quality figure, and if the 20th anniversary Slave One didn't exist, this set would be worth a lot more because I'm sure this minifigure would become a lot more valuable. But the Ognaut does give him a run for his money. Now I say this because he is so limited within LEGO set. It's a great inclusion and definitely one I'd love LEGO to see make more of. I have always wanted to see a Quill and a Blurg set, but maybe with Quill being, you know, that probably won't happen. But the build does have its own real presence about it. Yes, it's fairly small, but I do think it 100% justifies itself against the minifigures. I think the playable features are pretty spot on. There's printed pieces, a hell of a lot of stairs, which to be honest would even give John Wick a run for his money. And the translucent glow does a good amount of justice for the portrayal of the scene within the movie. Still, I just can't seem to work out what you're supposed to do here. Maybe it's just a very uncomfortable bed. But either way, I'm really glad to have picked this set up. I think nowadays $50 is an absolute steal, and could very much see this price increasing a fair amount once people start to understand just how good this set is. But if you manage to get it at retail for $25 all those years ago, it would be a very well priced set and certainly a bargain within your collection. I hope you've enjoyed the first retro review. If you have any suggestions on what we should review next, drop a comment. Doesn't have to be Star Wars, could be anything within the world of LEGO. Otherwise, feel free to check out the next video on the screen. Have a great day everyone, I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.